Now listen, I have a smoker. A lot of people might not have a smoker, but what I'm going to do this week is I'm going to start the ribs in the oven, and then I'm going to show you how you can utilize your grill to be a smoker. Now listen, a smoker is optimal, but a lot of people don't have a smoker. So, but by doing it in this method, you're going to get the smoke flavor into the ribs, and I think it's just going to be a much more enjoyable experience. Actually, a lot of your steakhouses today don't even have smokers themselves. They'll cook the ribs in an Alto-Shaam, and then they're heating them up on a grill and just basting them in barbecue sauce. So I still have the barbecue sauce left over when I did smoked meatloaf cupcakes a couple weeks ago, so I'm going to be using that as the barbecue sauce. But I do want to show you how you can utilize a grill to get that smoke flavor. So without further ado, let's go. We'll see, salt. So most of this stuff will be a 1-to-1 ratio. I'll put a recipe in the comments. Onion powder. Love onion. Garlic. Chili powder. I have dark chili powder here. I'm also going to put a little mustard in it. Ground mustard. And then, let's see. I'm going to get a little blackened seasoning and tahini. Right? So tahini has that citrus flavor to it. Blackened season, give it a little bit of bite. Paprika. Now, the paprika and brown sugar, you want to do more of. Brown sugar. Okay, with ribs, on the back of them, they have a membrane. Some people use a knife. I've always liked using a fork, and what you want to do, you want to kind of pry underneath the skin here and get. So normally, you know, a dry rub is just that, just the seasoning. Some people use a binder when they're smoking. I'm just going to use a little bit. I'm just drizzling a little bit of apple cider vinegar on here. Okay, then I'm going to take my dry rub. I'm gonna be pretty generous with it. You know, there shouldn't be any specifically for me. I built this blend just for this dish. We do a little rub in and do both sides of it. Is you want to take your ribs and just want to wrap them in foil. And you want to wrap them tight. So like with this piece, I'm going to get another piece on top of it because I want to seal it completely. What I'm trying to do in this cooking process in the oven, I'm going to set my oven at 330, and I want to seal it so that I break down the collagen, right? So there's two things beside the meat that we want to focus on. There's the collagen and the fat. The collagen is what makes it tough, right? So we want to break that down, and the longer we can keep it in that temperature range, you know, just under 300-ish as an internal temperature, the faster the collagen is going to break down, and that's going to get you the meat that just falls off the bone. The thing we want to do is we want to soak our wood chips, right? So the wood chips are for flavor, not for fuel. So we want to keep them, we want to get them soaked so that they're smoky, right? We don't want, they're not fuel source. So I like to do a blend. I like to do hickory and mesquite. I usually stick my cherry wood with poultry. You can do whatever kind you want. It's easy, you can find it in Walmart. Like I said, I have water in here. Whenever you're using wood chips, you want to let them soak for at least 20 minutes before. And again, you're just trying to... So I've taken out the ribs from the oven, taken the foil off of them, let them cool a little bit, because again, when you cook something, all the juice runs to the middle. You want the juice to pull out to the sides a little bit. Now, when I get the smoking going, while I love the idea of keeping the racks full, I might break them into halves because of the method that we're using and just trying to fit them. I'm trying to fit 3 racks on half a grill. Okay, so I have my wood chips on this side. I'm going to load the meat on this half. Now, this is a 3 burner, so I'll keep the middle one low, but definitely I'm going to turn on this one on high. We'll get that going. Once that starts to light up a little bit, then I'm going to lay the racks along here, put the lid down, and that's going to produce the smoke. This is exactly how it should look. So you got the smoke coming off and the chips. The right hand side where the ribs are is cold. There's no heat. The heat is only on the burner on the left. It's only a 3 burner. So I want to keep this down, keep the smoke circulating. Okay, so the grill is all set up now. Got to be careful now. You don't want to handle the ribs too much. So I have them top down, and I have basted the bottom. I want to have the most sauce on the top, so that's going to be the last part I do. So I'm going to let that heat out for a little bit. It's on a very low heat because, again, we're just trying to glaze the ribs now. Hey everybody, it's Tom from Wayfinder Realty, your host for Sold On Flavor. This week, smoked ribs. I made the ribs from oven to grill, and I utilized the grill as a smoker to give it that smoked flavor. Now look at this. This is 3 racks of ribs, something to be shared with a friend in a new home. Give me 1 second, I'm gonna put this down, we'll do a taste test. Now, I used the barbecue bourbon sauce I used with the smoked meatloaf cupcakes. The recipe will be down below if you want to see me making that. Certainly refer to the video there. But let's see how this came out. Oh, that's what I'm looking for. Fall off the bone meat. That's delicious. Everything about this, from the rub to the sauce to the smoke flavor. Give this a try. You're going to love it. Bye now.